I'm going to get to this a little more in a bit. My read on the reliability of the data is that right now, the economic data coming from the federal government is as unreliable as it has ever been in any of our lifetime. It has never been less reliable, and that's really unfortunate. But we can only work with what we have. So I've been talking about this for a while now, and the picture just keeps getting more bleak. To summarize really quickly, to come up with these CPI numbers, the inflation numbers, it's a lot of boots on the ground, manual labor, real work. You have these federal price checkers who are physically going out, checking prices on items throughout the country. And when they're supposed to check a price on something and they can't find that thing, they do what's called different cell imputation, which is they find the cost of that thing in another area of the country, or they find the cost of something like that thing in that area of the country. And they use that to make an educated guess about what that thing would cost there. So the problem with this is that it is an educated guess. And in the past, the percentage of these guesses has not made up more than 10% of the overall total. So 90% of the data that the CPI is based on concrete, reliable data. And that's okay, that's pretty solid. That's pretty good. Now, for the past 6 months, these educated guesses, different cell imputation, has comprised 30% or more of the data compiling the CPI. Now, this last month, it was 40%. So we're getting dangerously close to half of the information that makes up these government inflation numbers, the CPI data, which I can't even tell you how many things rely on CPI data, Federal Reserve being a big one. Almost half of this is guesses. So how accurate is it? Definitely not as accurate as it used to be. And I was hopeful that these numbers would get better. The Bureau of Labor Statistics, who creates this information, they weren't hiring anybody during the shutdown. And now they have even more work with even fewer people. Prior to the government shutdown, BLS staffing had been down 20% this year. So a fifth of the people were gone. One third of its leadership positions are currently vacant. That was before the shutdown. Presumably, people not getting paid, they lost even more people. So this is problematic. It's troublesome, and I'm not very optimistic that it's going to be better anytime soon.